into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
Woo! Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to another AfterBuzz After Show for Brooklyn Nine-Nine. If you haven't already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please go on there and do that. It's YouTube/AfterBuzz TV. And there's so many shows there that you can follow, and there's just something for everybody. So any show you love and you're watching, get on there and comment. We'd love to read what people are saying about it and like to listen to your feedback. So anyway, now I'm one of your hosts, JJ Jurgens, and you can follow me at JJ Jurgens on Twitter. And I'm joined here tonight by these two beautiful ladies.
Oh, thank you, JJ. Wow. I'm Kanika Lal, and you guys can follow me on Twitter at Kanika Lal.
And I'm Michelle Phi, and you can follow me on Twitter at _Michelle Phi.
Awesome. Well, what another fun episode tonight. This is episode 19 already. We only have a few more left. I can't believe it.
I know.
But
yeah. But at least we get season 3, though.
Yeah, you're
At
right.
least it's not done. We have something to look forward to.
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Let's begin by talking about poor Gina this episode.
Oh my god. I was like, Gina's taking this so hard.
I was so devastated for her. Like, I felt like she was being really dramatic, but at the same time, like, these are two people that she really looks up to, and like they didn't attend her show, and it was really sad.
At first, I thought she was just trying to make them feel so guilty and just like playing a prank on them for pretending that they went to the show. But I think there was no indication that she was joking.
Yeah,
like,
she was
actually
genuine about it.
Serious. I mean, she took it to the extreme, and even Holt was like, "This isn't like her. Usually, she doesn't give a crap about what people think."
Yeah.
He was actually pretty shocked himself.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I thought there was going to be some sort of zinger that she was doing, so she, you know, was playing them. But yeah, but crushing to see her shred her uni or her leotard spandy. Yeah. It's like, oh, it was crushing because
No, go on.
No, she's just, we all know she's been loving this group and this,
which we need to see more of. I hope that they show her like
thinking
actually
that.
dancing, like performing. I know they showed her with Terry, but we need to see a little bit more of that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like you were saying, she was just taking it to the extreme. Like she was even just like moving in her chair. She's like, I don't even want to walk because it's close to dancing.
Yeah, hopefully maybe it's kind of prediction, but hopefully, I don't know if we'll get a C since now Holt tried to make things better and paid her for them to perform. So I don't know, maybe we'll get to see them perform, you think?
I hope so too. Yeah, I have a feeling we probably will. Like, if people want to see it, they'll probably make it happen.
Yeah, we definitely should tweet at that at her
too.
But I think it could be like a good season finale kind of
a
way to kind of end the season too, like a big bang. So let's
I
hope.
do too. Yeah. Well, I thought it was cute how Terry was so like lying to her about this, but it was fun watching him go back and forth with Holt about like, what, you never tell a white lie, and Holt's kind of realizing that maybe sometimes they're not so bad.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it's always fun to watch those guys interact with each other. Yeah. Well, two other very surprising guys this episode, which are two of our favorites. So how fun was it to see more with Scully and Hitchcock?
It was so great. I love them. They're hilarious.
It was like such a twist in the end too, when they like actually don't like to be referred to as good cops.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what happened. But I mean, the trio was great. I remember Joe in an earlier interview, he was talking about how he was so excited to be paired with them because he just loves their humor. It's like such old school mixed with like slapstick humor, and he's just like, they're such like, they're like legends almost. You know, like they've been around for so long, and they're just so much fun to be with. So I could tell like they've had fun, and on screen it was just so funny to see Boyle get so riled up and like so angry about like they're just not getting it at all. And they're not even getting that he's angry that they're not getting it. It's like it just goes over their head.
Yeah, I loved the storyline. I thought it was so fun to watch them all like interact like that. They had a couple. Let's see, really, they had some surprising line when Scully was like a pair of red hot dicks, and yeah, I need to go back and watch it again too, because just they had so many little zingers in their interactions too. Yeah. They were like, those two just cracked me up. You know?
Yeah. Did you think that they were gonna solve the case at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like they have before though, like in other cases or in other episodes. So it's like
they've said,
not very surprising, but I mean Boyle was pretty surprised by it. But
I thought it might be more somehow that like they kind of just luckily solved it, you know, kind of like on accident. They didn't really mean to, but stumbled across something or I don't know, somehow. Yeah. But so I was surprised to find out that they're really, really good, and they don't want people to know because they don't want to have to work, and they don't want to have to, you know, they don't want their computers updated because they, you know, lose their game. And I thought, I didn't see that one coming.
They're like secretly geniuses.
Yeah.
It's so funny. They know how to like work the system.
There's like always that one person at work that's like that though.
Yeah. But
you know,
the way they disguise themselves like that, I think it's just so funny. Maybe that's a good tip for us now to avoid working.
Yeah, we'll try that
we're
one.
Good.
Yeah, what about when he threw the rock in the window?
That was like back to their moment. Like,
yeah.
okay, that's a Hitchcock moment.
Yeah.
Like he would. Oh, you don't believe me? Okay. That's not what I meant.
No. Yeah. Oh, I love them. They're so much fun. Let me see if I had anything else that they said, because I don't have to go back, but I guess nothing in particular, but tons of funny lines from those two this time.
He was like looking in his ear or something for a
Oh yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, I know there's something else I wanted to remember, and then he was like, no, I think it's a cashew, and he's like, oh, you just pushed it in farther. Like, just silly. I know, they're funny.
It's great how the writers come up with these little gimmicky things for them. Like, they're good at picking what's a good gimmick that each character should get into.
Yeah.
Like, it matches their personality, you know?
They really do. And you know, because if any other like actors were maybe playing these parts or so, like some of the stuff might be like, I don't know, you wouldn't buy it, or it might just kind of not come off as funny. But with this cast, like everybody's different.
Yes.
You know, personality quirks really fit their writing so well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It really does.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, let's get into then the main man of the evening. So Jake is being sabotaged. So.
And usually, like usual, his instincts are right. Like, he thinks that someone's after him, and even though people always disagree, it was true. So
yeah, and they kind of opened up right away with him coming in. I thought the intro was funny this week, where every day he's late and it's like a different reason. Yeah,
it was kind of reminiscent of Law and Order.
Yes, because they had the little sound effect.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh, I never actually watched that show, but interesting.
I didn't watch it, but I've heard that sound enough, and I know like that sound is when like my dogs will be like, you know, like, what is that? That's an iconic sound. But but I liked how then right away we get the to lead us into the episode at the end, their whole saying that he failed the drug test, and he's like, what?
I know. Yeah.
So I thought that was a really good setup for, you know, what we were about to see. Like a fun, playful way of doing that.
Yeah, you're right. I definitely agree.
Who did you guys think was sabotaging him? Like, did you guys have any guesses beforehand?
I was actually going back in my mind. I was like, is there someone in the past that like was after Jake that wanted to get him back? I couldn't think of anyone though. Did you think of anyone?
At the time, I didn't either. Yeah. And then once he was revealed, it was like, oh,
no wonder.
Yeah.
I would think it would be Craig Robinson again.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah. I don't know if he would appear. I don't know if he would appear on the show again, but he's just so hilarious.
Yeah,
I totally love him. Because remember he was saying like, "I'll be back." He escaped.
Yeah, you're right.
He definitely has to show up again.
I'm sure he will.
Yeah, in like a bigger than the ice cream truck.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so who was Sophia's boss?
Yes.
So, and Jeffrey Hoitzman was his name, and played by Chris Parnell. So fun. It was definitely, because I mean, it does. Once he showed up, I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. He totally lost his job, and now we find out that he's gone on this whole bender and done all these.
This guy's insane. Oh my god, he's like all over the place.
He is.
Yeah.
I mean, like, where is his mind? It's just on drugs. And
obviously.
And then the effect after drugs and wanting to be on drugs. I don't know. He's crazy. He looked like a mess.
Yeah. Well, he did, like, say, you know, his life was ruined by Jake. So.
Yeah. Well,
It's understandable, but at the same time, like, he's just insane.
Yeah. But Jake said that he only gave him 40 hours of community service, though.
Yeah, but then he was like, well, I wanted to do it quicker, but then I, like, did all the cocaine I had.
So he did that upon himself.
Yeah, he's a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but funny how I mean, he had quite an elaborate plan, like having him read this whole, you know, all those cue cards that he had written out with all the apologies for all the, you know, taking, not apologies, but for him taking credit for all those things that he had done. He had quite a list going on.
I know. One of them was like Jake had to pretend to say sorry for having a baby with his cleaning lady.
Yeah.
I was like, that is such a complex storyline.
And then taking his scrotum prints and putting on the knobs of Jewish synagogues.
Oh my god, that was wow, insanity.
Yeah. Did you think that Amy? Did you think they and Rosa would actually be the ones to track him down and rescue him?
No, I didn't know how he was going to get out there. I was like, is he ever get untied?
Yeah.
Because
Boyle wasn't on his case.
Yeah. I was hoping they would come rescue him. Who else would come? You know, like,
right.
Yeah.
After all, like, Jake didn't text him for a while, and if Jake doesn't text something stupid in a while, something really must be wrong. Rosa's right. So
fun watching. Let's talk about their interaction a little bit. So they get put on the case because Boyle's too close. Yeah, which we all know that would have been ugly. But so these two get on the case. But Jake's a little concerned because they're not really taking it like as intensely as he wanted them to. Yeah. So
well, I mean, I feel like they had good intentions, but they thought that it was just him being irresponsible, which I totally get, like, why they would think that. But, you know, it wasn't.
Yeah. Well, and they had good reasons. It's like he had 3 outlets plugged into, like, each I can't remember what they said. Like,
fridge.
So there's, it's smart of them that because it very well easily could have just been all Jake's doing.
Yeah, I know, seriously. But
except for, you know, and I thought that could have been, but not except since the drug test was failed, I'm like, it clearly has to be sabotage because we know he wouldn't have those in his system.
No way.
Yeah. No. I kind of thought, I don't know why, I kind of thought that Boyle might somehow still, like...
Oh, really?
I guess once he got himself, like, free and, like, headbutted him, then I thought that maybe he would escape out of that chair and be able to... I don't know. But then it was like, nope, he still was stuck there.
Yeah. I thought Jake could have just gotten on himself, because he did at first. Yeah. Until... he brought them back in the truck, but...
And that was funny, because I'm turtling.
But no, the voice, when they said, "Are you open?" I definitely did not think it was. I think Rosa put on her thick Spanish accent for that line, because she sounded like a Mexican woman or a Spanish woman. Yeah. So I thought that was funny, but I didn't expect it to be her.
Yeah, I didn't either. And it was great how they yanked him right out of the truck.
I know.
Yeah.
That was good. I also kind of thought it was interesting that when Jake was talking, he was like, "Oh, I just naturally have a feeling that people abandoned me after my dad did." It's funny how they actually like put that in, because they want to remind us that, like, you know, Jake does have daddy issues, and like he said that maybe I should see a therapist. But from the way he said it, it kind of made it sound like maybe he really should. Of course, it's a comedy. Like, he's not gonna actually go and see one, but the way he presented the lines, as if like they wanted him to be a little bit serious about that. I don't know,
or definitely even that he had looked into it, because who has 1 hour twice a week, or I'm sorry, one hour every 2 weeks to do. So clearly he had maybe done a little research, or like, or maybe went to a couple sessions, or
maybe he did. Maybe that's sarcastic to cover it up that he did. We don't know.
Could be a fun role, like next season if he does start going to some therapy or something. That could be a fun new character.
Who would you want to play as therapist?
That's a good point.
What did you say?
I said, who would you want to play as therapist?
Adam Sandler.
That would be a good one.
That would be great.
That's funny. Yeah.
How about you guys? Anybody?
I don't have anyone on my mind.
Well, I love his interaction with Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Oh, for some reason. So Justin Timberlake would just be funny. I don't know why.
Tina Fey.
Yeah. She's busy with Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt.
She is.
That's a good show, by the way. Yeah. Shout out to
We were just talking about that.
Great.
I needed to binge watch that one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So good.
All right. Anything else in this episode?
Imagine if Brooklyn Nine-Nine was on Netflix and you could just binge watch like the whole season.
Oh, it's
not?
Well, probably.
No, like imagine if they just released season 3 on Netflix.
Okay, yeah.
And it was like all right,
like a
here
Netflix
are all
show.
20 episodes.
Oh my god,
we would never give up
all.
Oh no, I'd watch them definitely all at once.
We'd be laughing nonstop. We'd come in here and be like, oh wow, we have a lot to go over, guys.
That would be kind of fun.
I know.
Do a few hour show, talk about all of them. All right, just checking over quickly to see if there's anything we missed. Anything else you guys wanted to mention about this episode?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, I loved when Gina was referring to the two dance moves. One was like space bubbles, and the other one was gull man. Carrie's like, yeah, I'm a bubbles person and a gull man. I thought that was hilarious.
It was, and then to see Terry doing them like with her, and then even when they took the shot like for the wire,
I
and they're
love
like,
that. I love that one
hilarious.
shot. That's actually a good point. The shot, the camera angles, and the shots that they do, and it's, I should notice a little bit more the next time. I'm just noticing the humor. Yeah. But the way that they frame,
they really do. Because even when, like in this one in the background, when Holt was talking to Gina, like in the in the dancing, the one time he's back there, like, right, you know. So I've really, ever since we had Scully in here, like now I try to always kind of keep an eye on what might be is going on in the back too, because I don't think I did that before he said that, you know, as much, you know?
Exactly.
So now I'm always like trying to see if there's something else going.
Yeah, you wouldn't notice. That's a good point. Definitely next time we'll keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, see what they have going. All right, well, let's go ahead and get into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
Well, I just had one really quick thing that I thought, if you guys go on to their Facebook page, they posted a really fun like behind the scenes tour of the set, so it's fun to watch the characters like go lead everybody, you know, through there. And then at one point they held up like 2 nameplates, and they said they did a call out for who they wanted to have be guest stars. So it was Pam Grier and Samuel L. Jackson, right? And so they were like trying to get them to come on the show.
I know, what was that? Because they were like, who is this? Who is this? I think one of them was like Casey Cook, and the other Amy held up the other one. And I was like, I wonder if this is like a reference to actually maybe bringing in the guest stars. I'm not sure unless that was a joke. But
yeah, I wondered that too. If those are just like, you know, set design, having other people's like random names there. But then, but then they want to place them with because I went back to look at the names too, because I was like, is that somebody we've mentioned or anything? So
no, guest stars are definitely like a thing on this show. Obviously, we encourage our fans to tweet at us. So we do have one fan from New Jersey, Matthew Mingo, and we talked about guest stars. Yeah, hi Matthew. We know that you're a dedicated fan, so thank you. No, he pretty much asks like, if you guys could pick one person to guest star on the show, who would it be? I would love to see Mae Whitman or Aubrey Plaza. Those are good choices. We obviously talked about
choices.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, I think mine would totally be Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
I mean, he was in last season, so they probably wouldn't do it again. But he was briefly in there.
Right.
At that banquet thing that they went to. Yeah. So I guess I should. Yeah.
Oh, maybe James Franco. I don't I don't know why. He's mostly in film, but he's just
he does some TV sometimes.
Yeah, he does.
I think Andy should really bring on his bandmates from the Lonely Island.
Yeah, that would be
hilarious.
That would be the best one.
Yeah, that'd be great. They should perform a song on the show.
That's a good call.
I know. Speaking of...
Maybe they could sing and then Gina's troupe could dance to what they're singing.
That's and then Stephanie should also hop on that bandwagon because she's also a dancer in your life, as you guys talked about. So that would be fun. I am so excited because Andy Samberg is hosting the 2016 Emmys.
Huge.
And honestly, when I saw this, congratulations. Clap, clap, clap.
I think I had that saved on Twitter for you guys. I was like, I need to tell them, but they probably already saw it.
Like when I saw that, I was like, why didn't they do this sooner? I think he's the perfect candidate.
Hilarious.
He's hilarious. He's an Emmy winner himself, a singer, a rapper. I mean, in his own way, of course. I think he's so great, and he's so natural in his comedy too. Like when you see him in interviews, he's Jake Peralta, and Jake Peralta is such a lovable character. I feel like that is also Andy Samberg. So I'm so excited to see what he has up the sleeve. You know.
Totally agree with you. I was so excited by that news, and was really thinking that I want to really see the jokes that he does say, because I feel like lots of times in those settings they're like given certain jokes, and you can kind of tell the host is just reading, like, I don't know, just doesn't kind of match like the personality. Right. So I feel like if those things happen, he'd be like, no, I'm not saying that, or just come up with so much. He's clearly so clever and witty, but I think
he might even write the script really mostly himself. Of course, he'll have his help. He'll be busy doing other things, but he might do a lot of his own jokes and just ad lib because he's so natural at that.
And we might get some musical numbers and stuff from him, you know.
I think they were like
fun.
They're saying he might refer to the Lego movie because he did a song
at the Oscars.
Because that was actually his song he performed in the real movie. So that could be a reference to that. Everything is also awesome.
Just puts you in a good mood.
I also have one more thing about Terry Crews. What a guy in real life. Oh my God, he was, I guess, in honor of International Women's Day and just There's been a lot of talk about feminism with Emma Watson and all. He spoke to Dame Magazine, which is a feminism publication, and he was just like talking about how men need to kill their pride. He made a lot of powerful statements about how he's a lot more in touch with his feminism side, and men shouldn't be afraid to do that. There's a couple of things he said. He was just like, he urges men to kill the pride because it stops you from growth. You know, when you're so proud that you can't change, you've got problems. And he also said, like, you know, millions have died because of male pride. And it's just important for them to just not dismiss other groups of people, which is, of course, now relating to race and gender. So he made a lot of powerful statements, and it's just so good to see him like an activist out there, you know, because he has a wife. He has, I think, 2 or 3 daughters and 1 son. So I think he wants to just, if you have the power in Hollywood to make a statement, to make a difference for the better, more to you. There should be more celebrities out there who are really using their power for good. So
totally agree. And that's a great. I'm glad you brought this up, but because go YouTube other interviews that he's given, like even on Ellen and the Today Show, different ones. I feel like every time he gives an interview, I get so inspired just because he's so positive and he's such like a hard worker. I mean, he's worked hard for this, but he loves it and enjoys it. So there's just something so infectious about watching his interviews and his like zest for what he's doing.
I know.
Just everything. He's just
especially as a former NFL player, you would think, oh, I'm a macho man, but no, he does not think that way. And he's very positive. He's a good husband. We need to find men like Terry Crews.
Yeah,
you're right. We do.
All right. Well, on that note, let's move into our predictions.
Oh, I forgot about this
part of the night.
Tough segment.
You're AfterBuzz TV.
I need to think about this for like 3 hours straight. I know. Because I can never come up with good
I know. I tried to think this afternoon too. I'm like, it's
like
always
you would
so
never
hard.
think that Sophia's boss would come in this episode, and but we do think that Craig, the character of Craig,
we do think he's going to come back.
Prediction.
And we think we'll see a dance, maybe in the finale.
Hopefully.
So we got 2.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna predict that we're going to see hopefully like a real wedding from Holt and Kevin, because they talked about it before. We haven't seen anything yet. That might be our finale. Hopefully.
Okay,
that would be nice to see.
I think the season 2 finale will be obviously related on a case that doesn't get solved. It has to be wait to be solved in the next season, and it's like really intense. I don't know what it is. Ooh,
She's like, just got it.
Maybe it puts Holt's profession in jeopardy.
Ooh.
Like maybe he has to leave the precinct for a little bit.
No,
because Wunsch is involved. No, he'll be back. I don't want predictions to like not make you like no, like something's gonna happen where we have to question some. I don't know.
Yeah,
I just want to be really.
I know it's hard. It's so hard.
hard.
I know. If you guys have predictions, write them to us. We want to see what you come up with. We find it so hard to come up with them for the show, which is great because it really means they just do great out of the box writing that we don't see coming. You know?
Exactly.
But we can still throw out there. We still think Jake and Amy in the finale.
Oh no, we know. We know.
A little smooch, a little something.
Hopefully a smooch.
Yeah. All right. All right, I think that's it for us tonight. Again, where can everybody follow you guys at?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at _MichelleFee.
And you guys can follow me on Twitter at Kanika Lal and Instagram at Kanika Lal 1.
Awesome. And I'm at JJ Jurgens on Twitter, JurgensJJ on Instagram, and you can follow my blog at tomgirl.tv. Again, if you have time, go and subscribe to the YouTube channels, check out all the other fun AfterBuzz shows, and leave us some comments. We'd love to chat with you. Thanks again, and we'll see you guys next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.